Welcome to this Building Strength in Menopause session. I'm Kirsty and I'm going to be taking you through this session for the next 20 minutes. This session today is focused on building strength in your arms and your shoulders, and I have two sets of weights to help me with that today. I've got a lighter set, and for that I'm using my 3 kilos, and then I have a 4 kilo set as well. I'm going to be working through the whole routine with my 3 kilos, and then for some of the exercises I'm going to push that weight up to a 4 kilos when we go through our second round, just to maximize on those strength gains. So if you need to do a warm-up before this workout with me today, then you can click the workout at the top of the screen. Otherwise, I am going to be taking you through a brief little warm-up as well. But if you want something for around about 5 minutes or so, then you can click the one on the top of the screen. Otherwise, stay with me now and let's get this done. Let's start with some shoulder shrugs then. So just bringing up the shoulders around about to the ears and letting them fall down again. Up and down, nice and controlled as you do. And as we're doing these warm-up exercises, I really want to think about engaging your tummy muscles. So pushing the feet into the floor, tightening into the tummy muscles here, and shrugging through, breathing evenly all the way as you go through. Well done. Lovely work. Bring the arms out to the side and let's do some small little arm circles just to get those arms and shoulders warmed up. So just drawing little circles here with your fingertips in the air, round about the size of an apple or an orange, nothing too big. Well done, just drawing those circles. And from this position here, bring your palms facing out, shoulder blades back together, nice big clap, and then overhead as well. So opening up into the chest, into the shoulder blades, getting a nice range of movement here as we do all the time, holding in tightly to your tummy muscles. Good job. We are going to get started in just a minute. We're going to start with an overhead shoulder press. So I'm going to bring a set of my light weights into the game here. And what we're going to do is just start with our palms facing out, weights facing, and we're going to push up together and come back down. So pushing up and back down. Well done. Push and down to round about shoulder height. Give yourself a little check as you do. Make sure they're not coming down too far. Pushing up, back down. Exhaling as you push down. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little rest. We're going to go for a bicep curl next. And this time we're going to be keeping the elbows pulled in nice and tight. Palms are facing out. And we're going to be curling up the weights up to the shoulder and returning them down nice and slow. So it's going to look like this. Up and then nice and slow on the way down. So join in when you're ready. Again, pushing your feet into the floor. Tummy is nice and tight. Well done. Breathing all the way through. Just really working on being nice and slow on that return. And the reason that we want to do that is because we're building our muscle through each phase of this movement. So not only from the lifting phase, but also from the lowering phase. That is called an eccentric contraction. And that is where we build a lot of muscle there. So don't skip that bit just to be able to do another rep, because it is still part of the same rep. Super important. And take a rest. Good job. Holding the weights into your hands, but moving them to the side. So I've got my palms facing the side of my body here. We're going to work through some lateral raises next. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep a little bend in the elbow and bring the weights up around about shoulder level, no higher, and bring them back down. Are you ready? Let's go. Bring them up and back down. Keep the tummy nice and tight. And when we skip through on the second round here, I'm going to stay with these lighter weights on this particular exercise and one other, which I'll let you know about. So don't worry. Keep it nice and slow again on that return. So important when we're using weights to make sure we're using them effectively. So you're working those muscles, time under tension. We're keeping as much of that time as possible, holding the weight, making the muscles work. And take a rest. Good job. I'm going to switch to just one weight now, putting that one down safely and holding this weight, cradling it in the palm of my hand here, fingertips at the top, bringing it round behind, dropping it down between my shoulder blades, and then pushing up and slightly forwards. So down, up, and slightly forwards. So overhead tricep extension here. Good job. Well done. So keeping the elbows up nice and high, being super careful. If you don't feel that it's safe for you to do that little push forward at the top, then just go straight up and down. That's absolutely perfectly fine by me. No worries at all. Bringing that weight down and push. Good job. Keep going, nearly there. And take a rest. Well done. I'm going to show you the next exercise, but take your rest. You've got 20 seconds. We're going to do a front raise next, which is very similar to the lateral raise, but instead of on the side, it's on the front. And this is another one that I will stick with my lighter weights on. So I've got my palms facing my body this time, and we're just going to bring those weights up and come back down. So join in when you're ready. This one takes a lot of core control. So make sure you are holding in tight to your tummy muscles, bringing those weights down really nice and slowly, not rushing any bit of this movement. So the whole point of us working out together is to get this job done. But we're not just going to get it done. We're going to get it done well. We're going to build strength in just 20 minutes. And we're going to do it the right way. 2, 1, and take a rest. Amazing work. Next up, we're going to work some rotation in, okay? So if you have any particular shoulder issues that means that rotation is not that comfortable for you, then just take the cues from your body at this point. You're going to be working with your elbows down, palms facing into your face here, and then we're going to twist and push and come back down. Twist and push and come back down. So if that twist is no good, then you can just work from here and push straight up. Okay, so that's your variation if you need it. And you can do pretty much all of these exercises from a seated position if you want to. You don't have to be standing. You do get extra core control, extra core work if you are working from a standing position or a kneeling position, but you don't have to. There are no have-tos here. And take a rest. Amazing work, really well done. We're going to switch to one weight only on this one, one fingertip to temple, and we're going to do a hammer curl. So we're going to just bring the weight up to the shoulder and bring the weight down in the other hand. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. The reason that I have got my fingertip to my temple on the other side is I want to keep my chest nice and open. I want to continue to engage my core, and I don't want to lean over to the side where we're working on this weight. I want to keep it one-sided, but I want to keep it a really nice, pure movement. Well done. And again, you'll notice that I'm going slow. We are not rushing it through on this side. Good work. Those shoulders should be feeling it by now. And take a rest. So don't worry if they are feeling it. This is what you came here for today. You came to build strength. I am delivering on that for you. So we are building our strength together. We're going to work through this program twice today. Those fingertips up to the temple on the other side. Hand down, and let's go again. Up to the shoulder. Bring it back down. Good job. Up. Bring it back down. Really keeping the feet pushed into the floor. Tummy is nice and tight as you're working that weight up and coming down. One more exercise before we go through again. Well done. And I am going to give you a minute rest. If you don't want to take that minute rest in between the end of this first cycle and the beginning of the next, then you don't have to. You can just fast forward. Take a rest. Well done. But there is one more exercise before we get to that, and we're going to do a standing upright row. So again, from this position, feet pushed into the floor, a little bit wider than hip distance apart, holding the weight with an overhand grasp so you have your palms facing your body. We're going to row up with the elbows nice and high, and then bring the weights back down. So coming up and down. Good. If you can manage to do that without having the weights pushed together, that's going to give you even better of a workout. If you find it easier to work them with the weights pushed together and makes one solid weight, then you can absolutely do that. But as they're independent of each other, and as you have differences in your body makeup, it's a little bit more tricky to do them without them touching. If they accidentally touch, that's fine. That happens to all of us. Take a rest. Well done. So you're going to get your 20 seconds at the end of that exercise, and I'm going to give you a whole minute. Okay? And I just want you to just decompress at this point. I want you to think, yes, I did that first block. That was great. Yes, it was hard, but I managed. We're going to work through that all the way through again one more time. So you have 1 whole minute as of now. So just maybe use the shoulders, just get some more blood into those shoulders there. Get yourself psyched up, ready for the second round. I'm going to be using my 4 kilos for some of the exercises as we go through, because we can use this method to help to build some strength, so we're loading up on some of those exercises. For some of them, the lighter weight, using that lighter weight and doing good form is going to be more important than loading up on a heavy weight and being able to do less reps with bad form. So I'm going to be using the heavier weights, only 1 kilo heavier, for the overhead shoulder press, which is what we're going to be starting with. Okay, so we started here and pushing up and together and coming back down. 10 seconds before we're going to get going with that one. Okay, so just holding on to the weights. As you can see, I chose a blue set of weights to do so you can see the difference when I am working with these slightly heavier weights. Pushing up and together, coming back down, up and together, coming back down. Well done. Good. Holding tight to the tummy, not feeling it in the lower back. If you are feeling it in the lower back and you've gone up on a weight and you didn't feel it in the lower back before, then go back down onto the weights. It may well be that you need to work on some more core. Often we'll feel that lower back when the core is weaker. That's okay. You can work on it. It's not a problem. Take a rest. Very well done. We're going to work through the bicep curl next, and again I'm going to stick with these heavier weights. The biceps, we use these all the time. Okay, the bicep curls, we're picking things up, we're putting things down. The bicep curl is the bread and butter. So hopefully you can use a fairly good weight on these ones. Bring those elbows tucked in and let's curl up, but bring it down slow. Good. If you've made the commitment to do this workout today, let's get it done right. Let's get it done together. Good. Breathing all the way through. Amazing work. Good job. So just keep working. If it's feeling hard at this point, that's okay. Just acknowledge that it feels hard. Keep going as long as you are not in any pain. Well done. Take a rest. We're going to go back to the lateral raises, and this is one of the ones I said I was going to use my lighter weights for. So I'm using my 3 kilos for this one, which gives me a really good level of challenge, but it means that I can do it with a good form. You may really struggle to do it with anything more than, let's say, 1 kilo. Absolutely fine. It's not a problem. Elbows bent, and it's absolutely not a competition. Okay? So quite often people will say, what weight are you using? And I'll let them know what I'm using, but that is purely for information. You need to use the weight that is right for you. And you'll know that that weight is right for you because you'll be able to work with good form all the way through the set, and it should feel hard by the end, but you can still do it with good form. That's how you know. Okay? So if you're not sure, that's how you're gonna know. 5 seconds then. Well done. Take a rest. We're going to go back to that overhead tricep extension. So this is the one weight exercise, holding that weight here. So I'm going to bring that behind the head like so. Drop it down between the shoulder blades and pushing up and in front. Ready when you are. Let's go. This one is particularly difficult if you have a lot of hair. Okay, so if you have a big old ponytail where you got your hair sort of like bunched into the back there, this can be really tricky just because you will keep hitting that hair. So you might have to make a couple of wardrobe adjustments. Down and up. Well done. Just over 10 seconds here. You're doing really, really well. Amazing work. And take a rest. Finish the one that you were on. We're going to go back to that front raise. Again, I'm going to drop back down into weight to my 3 kilos with this one. Overhand grasp. So I've got my palms facing my body. Nice positive in-breath. Exhale the negativity and let's go again. So bringing those weights up. Really controlling into the tummy muscles here as the weights come up and come back down. So that point where the weights are up here and then are coming back down, that is the point where you're using your tummy muscles and your core muscles a lot. You might be able to feel that, you might not be able to feel it. And if you can't, that's okay. Okay, you may not have that body awareness just yet, especially if you're new to exercising or if this is a new style of exercising for you. And that's okay, it will come. If you are upright, take a rest, then you are using those muscles. Trust me on that one. Let's get our Arnold press done then. So this is our rotational press. So we're going to be having your palms facing your face. You can check out your manicure at the same time, or maybe think you might need to treat yourself to one if you want to. Let's go. Push it up, push it back down, up, back down. So again, nice and slow, pushing up and down. So this is really great for the shoulders. It's really efficient exercise, this one. Well done. You may find if you have a bigger chest, it's a little bit less comfortable as you bring those weights back down. Just do what you can. Well done. And finish the movement you're on. Take a rest. We're going to drop back down to one weight again. We're going to do that hammer curl with the fingertips onto the temples. Now, I told you the reasoning for the fingertips onto the temples last time. If you find that that's actually fatiguing the shoulders even more, let's go. Then you can drop the hand down. Okay, you absolutely can drop the hand down here. But if you can, keep those fingertips onto temples as we're working on this side and then on the other. Then it's just a little bit of extra. Okay, it's just those little tiny little tweaks and tiny adjustments that make the workouts a little bit more efficient, a little bit more effective, which means those results come that bit quicker. And whilst it's not all about speed of results, you know, we are here to gain strength, and that strength is for life. Take a rest. Well done. The reason that we're here building that strength is so that we can have strong, long, independent lives full of all the things we want to fill them with. Okay, not full of pain and suffering. Ready? On the other side. Let's go. Bring it up. Bring it back down. Well done. Remember to engage those tummy muscles. Imagine you're wearing a belt or a corset and you've got that nice and tightly tightened up. Not so much that you can't breathe, but tightened up. Good. You're just wearing that belt around your midsection there, pulling in through your tummy button. Amazing. Well done. Keep it going. I know it's burning. It's all right. You're doing amazing. and take a rest. Well done. We're going to go for the upright row. This is our last exercise. We're going to do a really short little cool down at the end, so stay with me if you can. The weights are together, palms are facing my body. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's get those elbows up nice and high. Bring them back down. Elbows up nice and high. Bring them back down. Now try to avoid bringing the chin down as you come up, so we're not hunching through. So keeping the neck nice and long as you're bringing the elbows up, back down. Good. Amazing. You're almost there. You've done such a good job today. If you've managed to carve out this time for you to exercise, to get strong, then well done. 2, 1, and take a rest. Amazing. Thank you so much for doing this session. Let's stay together for the next couple of minutes while we just work through 3 stretches, just 3 stretches. So just stay with me. Bring the arm in front of the body. We're going to stretch out to the shoulder. Just keep moving around as we do. So you can do this session 2-3 times a week. It doesn't have to be this session. You can do any of the other sessions on the channel. These sessions are all here to build strength. These are specifically written for women by me, a woman. Let's switch sides. I am in my 40s. These are the sessions that I write for women like me and for myself to build strength functionally so you can have a long and happy life. So this is what I do, these sessions. So go feel free to find some more. Put the hand down in between the shoulder blades, light push onto the elbow. And you can feel that stretch through the tricep here. Well done. So just a little bit of applied pressure. So go and check out some more of my sessions on the YouTube channel if this is your first one. You may have been here for a long time, in which case welcome back and thank you so much. And if you would like more sessions like this and you've done all the ones on the YouTube channel and you just want a bit more, then you can become a member, let's switch sides, of my website strengthandbloom.com, where you get 2 sessions a week, come rain or shine, 1 20-minute session and 1 35 to 40-minute session every single week as extra for only £9 a month, which is incredible value. Well done. Last thing we're going to do is bring that ear down to the shoulder, stretch through the neck, ear down to the shoulder. Well done. So just feeling that stretch through the neck. Just take it as far as you want to take it. But when we do upper body work, quite often you get that tension through the neck. Just keep the jaw really relaxed. Just stretching out that neck. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me for this session today. I will see you at the next one. I'm going to do a whole load in this building strength, building muscle in menopause. So have a look out for the next one, which I'm sure will be with you soon. But feel free to check out all the other workouts on my channel or hop over to my website at any time and I will catch you at the next one. Take care. Bye.